Sam.
And we're here to get bookish with you.
Welcome to our first podcast.
Hi.
This is exciting.
This is so exciting. We decided to do this a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And I've been putting stuff together.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah.
So for our first episode, we're going to kind of talk about ourselves, how we met.
So you can get to know us.
Yeah, kind of talk about our plans, how things are going to go.
Yep.
Sound good?
Sounds perfect. Okay, I'm excited.
Do we want to talk about how we met first, or do we want to get into our likes?
Let's talk about how we met.
Okay.
So, neither of us are from Michigan. That's where we currently live.
Uh-huh.
So, you have a more exciting story.
I'm from Australia. You'll hear tidbits of an accent in there, but I've been here for 20 years, so it's a hodgepodge of accent.
And when it comes out, we try not to giggle so
Yeah.
much because it's so much fun. And I'm from Indiana, so not nearly as far. And I moved up here 6-7 years
Something
ago.
like that, yeah.
And I didn't know anyone in the area. And so I was going around trying to figure out what to do, and I decided I was going to learn how to knit. And I walked into a knitting store, I took a class, and the knitting instructor almost immediately told me I was not meant to knit. And I agreed. And so she invited me to book club.
Yeah.
And that is where I met Sam.
Yeah, so it's through Meetup, a book club. I think there had only been a few meetups that we'd done before you showed up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a good group.
Our origin story. Yeah.
So we've been friends ever since.
Yes, exactly.
So we read a lot of books.
We read so many books.
We're in a lot of book clubs together.
I think were we at like 5 or 6 book clubs at one point? It got a lot.
Yeah.
Too much, yeah.
So we figured we're reading a lot of the same books. Let's talk about them.
Because we do it anyways.
Yeah.
To the point we even started a book club, just the two of us, to talk about books, and then we're like, well, if we're doing that, we might as well do this. So
Yeah.
We're doing it.
That's how we began.
Exactly. So what got you into reading in the first place? I actually don't know.
Oh gosh, I don't know if there was ever really just, as a kid I read.
Okay.
And then, schooling, it kind of fell off.
Mm-hmm.
And then, gosh, I don't even remember if there was anything specifically that got me back into it, hardcore reading.
Okay.
I feel like joining that book club was a big oh, now I'm gonna read crazy amounts of books. But yeah, it's always been something that I've enjoyed.
Was it always fantasy sci-fi or all sorts
I think
of
so.
stuff?
I think I can blame my sister.
Okay.
My older sister was always whatever she liked, I liked kind of thing. And I think
that's so sweet.
yeah, I grew up watching Buffy and Stargate, so I'm a big sci-fi fantasy nerd from the beginning.
Fantastic.
Yeah, how about you?
I grew up reading as well. I loved when my mom read to me, but my mom read very heavy books, and my dad read westerns. So I kind of read both, which was very odd. I didn't read a lot on my own. I hated English. I avoided it. I'm a total math science nerd. And then I was tutoring a girl in math, and her mom asked if I could tutor her in reading as well. So I said, I can read. So, I can tutor her in reading.
Right.
So she picked Hunger Games.
Okay.
And I'm looking at this book, what is this? And we started reading it, and she didn't like it. And I asked her if I could have the book because I liked it so much. And then I was just a goner. Yeah.
I feel like people who say they aren't a reader just haven't read the right book.
Yeah. And or the right genre, too.
Yes, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yep. And then ever since, I love it.
So tell me a little bit about you.
Okay, so I'm from Indianapolis. I grew up there with my mom and dad. We spent a lot of time actually in Michigan in Pentwater, so on the other side of the state. We have a house there that we love going to. And gosh.
You're an artist?
I'm an artist, yes. I paint, and I actually roped Sam into taking an art class with me this semester, so I love that.
Yep.
I do abstract and all sorts of mixed media. I fell in love with it a number of years ago, and yeah, I studied to be an engineer. I did that for a number of years, and then ended up as an artist. So, normal journey.
It's all good.
Yeah, so how about you?
Well, I run my own shop. I make headbands.
They're
I'll put
so
the
cute.
information in the description.
Yes.
So I started doing that 4 or 5 years ago now. And I was doing that with a full-time job. I worked in a mortgage, which I hated. And it got so big that I was able to quit my job.
Yay!
So now I do this full time, which is amazing.
It's so awesome. We're so proud of her, and all of her stuff is super cute. Yeah.
Thanks. So I do a lot of sewing. I'm a big Disney adult. We do have, my husband and I have annual passes, so we go to Disney like 3-4 times a year, no big deal.
Sometimes more.
It's a lifestyle.
For sure.
Yeah, I think that's mostly me.
Yeah. We both love cats.
Yes.
We have cats. They're everywhere. So you might hear them scratching or bouncing about.
Meowing.
Yeah, that happens for sure.
Yep, definitely. Yeah. So what about books? What type of books do you like to read?
Well, my favorite book of all time, if we are talking like all time, cannot ever read it enough, will love forever, is Anne of Green Gables. Okay. I've loved it since I was a little girl, and Anne and I are like the same person. She just names things and like talks them, and so I had this valley at the end of my street, well, still there because my parents still live there, and there were these specific trees that I liked to climb, and I would sit in and talk to them. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but I did, and so I named them. And
Only child.
Yeah. Only child, yeah. So I named my trees, and I had Martha, and I had Spike, and like she and I were just such kindred spirits.
So cute.
And Gilbert Blythe and just Diana. I am obsessed with Anne. That is just my all-time favorite book.
I probably shouldn't tell you I haven't read it. I started it once and like
wait, you've never told me this. I did not know this. This is finding this out for the first time.
I started it once, and the library book had to return, and I just never finished.
I have like 5 copies. You can borrow one. Okay, we're going to remedy this.
You're like, hold on, we're stopping.
Can we pause so she can read this book?
I will, I promise.
Okay. And it's just a beautiful, it's beautiful. It's a lovely book. And yeah, she names everything, and it's just this free spirit, and
I can see it.
Yeah, it's really good. Okay,
it's funny because my favorite, I'm gonna say, is Pride and Prejudice.
Yes.
And I think it's funny because both of our favorites aren't really what we read right now.
At all.
Yeah.
And I had never read Pride and Prejudice until a couple years ago. Yeah. It got picked, and I was like, gosh, I don't know. It was good.
Yeah, like I'm not a classics person. I hate classics, but I love Jane Austen.
Yeah.
And I think it's because like it's one of like the ultimate enemies to lovers, right?
My least favorite trope of all time.
And my favorite. So like I don't know, I just love that like yours, right? There's movies, there's different like retellings and things like that.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So it's a good one.
Amazing merchandise.
Yes. Right, yeah.
I mean, we don't like merchandise or anything.
But for the most part, we're sci-fi fantasy readers.
We are.
Yeah.
A lot of young adults. An adult too.
And young adults, how we started. That was our book club.
That is how we started. Cinder was the first book I read with the book club, which I adored.
It's on my list. It's on my list of
favorites.
Is it really?
Yeah. So I was literally like, wait a minute. This is Cinderella, but she's a cyborg.
Yeah.
And she has like her best friend is, oh my gosh, Aiko?
Aiko, yeah.
Aiko. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah,
so
it's a good series.
Okay, so tell me some of your like current favorites.
Currents. Okay. All right, let's see. We'll go with From Blood and Ash. Back Jennifer Armentrout. I know, like, they're not the greatest. Like, I know we have pet peeves where she uses the same, like, literal sentences.
The exact same sentence. Like,
in different books.
The exact same sentence, but there's so
I'm
much
obsessed
fun.
with the characters.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm only up to book, like, 3 or 4 in the current series, and I got a little tired, but they're very good, yeah.
How about you?
Well... So, I know Anne's my favorite of all time, but we cannot go without mentioning the court books, A Court of Thorns and Roses. You guys, Sarah J. Maas is like just the best, and I'm so obsessed with the court books. Like, I reread them consistently because
You're not a rereader.
I'm not a rereader. I'm against rereading because I get bored. My mind gets very distracted, but A Court of Thorns, oh my gosh, I love Rhysand, I love Farah, I love Lucian. I want to be a part of all the courts. I keep taking all the quizzes, and I can't get night court, even though I try. But I
get like spring court or
yes, it's summer court and day court. I don't know. I want night court. Someone send me a quiz that I can be night court in. And I dressed as Farah for Halloween a number of years ago, and I fell in love with them about 5 years ago.
You were before, like they're big right now.
Oh yeah, no,
she's
I was
like
before.
An original.
Yes,
original fan.
I am. So anybody who ever will talk to me about them, I will talk for hours.
I'm thinking there's going to be an upcoming entire episode.
That's
just going to be Sarah J. Maas because there's still Crescent City, there's still Throne of Glass. Like there's a lot to talk about.
There's a lot, and her books are fantastic. But
I have a love-hate relationship with them. So.
Oh my gosh! Well, but specifically A Court of Mist and Fury because.
How
could you just
That's
not?
A good one.
I can't. Rhysand and I are just together forever, and
All right, let's see. I'm also really big into the Grisha series.
Fantastic.
So I'm not a big fan of the original trilogy. Like, it's okay. It's good. But I'm obsessed with Six of Crows.
Yeah.
And then the new duology, too, is amazing. And the TV show is fantastic.
I haven't read the new duology or the original. I just read the middle. Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of that whole.
Why do you like it so much?
I think it's a character thing. Like, I said, the original trilogy is it's typical YA of its time. I think it came out around the same time as, like, Hunger Games.
Okay.
So it was, like, the typical, and I think the author, Leigh Bardugo, she's improved her writing exponentially.
And she's
fantastic. She makes fantastic characters. Just the characters.
Yeah.
I'm a big character person. If it's got good characters, I'm in.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. That's another one of your favorites.
Oh my gosh, okay. Another one that I will reread, and again, that's a really big deal, is the Selection series.
Okay.
I know. It makes me so happy. I just reread them last month. I tend to around Christmas. They're not Christmas books, I don't know. But following America and Maxon, and I love that they then switched to her daughter part of the way through. And it's just that YA fantasy that always makes me feel good. I want to be a part of it. I'm totally into tugging my ear and strawberry tarts and just everything that has to be involved. I mean, Aspen, he sounds super hot. And I just love those books. They make me happy.
I do like books 4 and 5. Like, I like the daughter a lot.
Oh,
and I think that's kind of like the whole Bachelor versus Bachelorette thing.
For sure.
Like, I hate girls fighting over boys.
Yes.
Like, they're just so catty and ugh.
Oh, and Henry is so cute with her. I can't get over it.
Yeah, so I do like books 4 and 5 better in that series. All right, let's see. On my list, I also have Tomorrow When the War Began. I made you read that one. So that's actually an Australian series by John Marsden. So I grew up reading that. It's like, you know how here you have Harry Potter everywhere. I mean, there you have Harry Potter too, but in Australia, John Marsden is like, he's like the young adult author back when I was a kid anyway. So like that series was, it was a must read.
I didn't even tell you this. I just started, I think I'm on the 3rd or 4th. What's Frost Like Night?
Yeah,
is that
I couldn't tell you.
Okay. I had bought it forever ago and just actually started it, and it was interesting because I fell right back into the characters.
Yeah.
I know what's going on. I didn't forget the story, even though I haven't read it for a couple of years. So that's really good. It's
basically like Red Dawn.
Yeah.
But in Australia, a bunch of like Australian teens go camping and then the country gets invaded. It's good.
Yeah. It's good. Really good. Yeah.
All right. What's next on your list?
Okay. I don't talk about this very often.
Okay.
But I came across it when I was trying to figure out favorites. And I Darken.
Oh,
the series. Hit me so hard. Kirsten White.
Okay.
Hit me so hard. I don't generally read books with more intense
She's a very dark, intense, murdery character.
She is. She's very murdery.
Which is my jam.
It is. And normally I'm like, give me kind of the frill and the pink and the excitement. Oh my gosh, I fell in love with Vlada. I loved her from the beginning. Yeah. And oh my gosh, okay. So there's this ending to I forget which one of the books in the series it is, but you know when you write letters. So like if you're writing a letter to someone, you generally start Dear Whomever, and it is proper to sign sincerely your name. I am old school. I still sign everything sincerely. And I know it's cool now to put like best or regards or whatever the latest thing is. I have no idea. But I would sign sincerely. Yes, I still write letters. I just realized that. But she, at the end of a book, wrote with all defiance, Vlada. And I was so taken aback by this that, like, I want to sign a letter that way. And I told Jen from book club, and I had written her something that said sincerely. And so she wrote me back with all defiance.
That's cute.
And just as far as books that knocked me off my feet, that series, and I've just never forgotten it.
It's a good one. Let's see. All right, here's another different one. Edenbrook.
Oh, yes! It's
Edenbrook.
so good!
Yes, it's just that classical, like, Regency. I don't know. I've read that book. I read it, like, every other year.
Do you?
Yeah, and it makes me cry every time. I don't know. I connect with that character. Yeah. I love her.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That made me think of one that you had me read before that's not always my typical, is Anna and the French Kiss.
Okay, yeah.
It's such a cute book and a cute series. And I should have silenced my phone. I grew up, my half-brother lived in France for years, and so I grew up going to France and going to Paris, and it just reminded me of going, and she's so cute, and the characters are great. That's a really good one.
That's a good one, yeah. All right, I think it's your turn.
Okay. I put one that I would say is The Night Circus. Night Circus
This is
comes
one where
at night.
we have a lot of similar tastes. But
We
this
do.
is one where we're
I don't
at
even understand
odds.
how you don't like it. Like, it is...
I've tried twice.
You've tried twice?
Uh-huh. Both reading and listening.
No
and
way!
I couldn't get into it.
Oh, the narrator is so good. It was one of those books where I finished it. I told you again, I'm not a rereader, and I'm going to sound like a rereader.
Yeah.
It ended. I started it over.
Yeah.
I had to listen to it again. I had to be there. I had to experience it.
I don't think I could do it a third time.
So good. Maybe someday.
Yeah.
I'll convince you. Okay. You go.
All right. Cruel Prince.
Yes.
This is one of my favorite series.
It's so good.
The Fuck with the Air by Holly Black. It is like, it's got that main character, Jude, right? She's my girl.
She is.
She's just so like, I'm just gonna kill you.
Yes, she is. And Sam's all for
yeah,
that.
I'm all about it. And like the whole enemies to lovers. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
It is a really good one.
Good. Faye. I feel like Holly Black was like the first to do the whole Faye stories.
I didn't
And
know a
it's
lot
like,
about that.
Yeah, me too. So.
Can I give a spoiler about it? Is that okay or should I not?
Shit, I don't know.
Okay.
We'll do a timestamp. Skip to here
Yes.
if you don't want to get spoiled.
When she murders the guy and puts him under her bed, I was like, this can't be real right now. I was so into it. So sorry, I just had to say that. Very tiny spoiler.
All right.
Okay. My next one is Strange the Dreamer.
Oh, yes.
With
I don't know how that's not on my
Laszlo.
list.
He's so good.
Yes.
Laszlo and Sarai. And I know I get really... Okay, I like to bake. And so when I get excited about a book, I will bake something from it. And that's like Night Circus, The Selection. And this is one that I baked for because I needed to keep this book going. And I loved the book. The second one I didn't like as much, but the first one was amazing. Well, the series is good. But that book...
just beautiful.
It's
I don't know how to
beautiful.
explain it.
I
Other than
don't
it's
either.
just beautiful.
And
It's the only thing I read by Laini Taylor.
You
So I
haven't
haven't read
read
anything else.
Oh, we have to change that. Oh my gosh, let's read her. Oh, I can't think of it, but the one with the teeth and the
Yeah.
Oh, can we?
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
We'll
that's
put that on
good.
the list. Future review coming. But yes, that's on my list. I don't know how I didn't have that written down.
So good.
Another sci-fi one, The Aurora Cycle.
Oh yes.
By Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman.
Yes.
Who also did Illuminae, which
They
is
did.
another great series. But the Aurora series is like everything I love.
It is.
In a book. Space. Great characters.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have troubles with the bad guy.
Yeah.
That's
She doesn't
not
like
really the way to
plants.
put it. I don't like plants. It kind of freaks me
Not
out.
in general.
Oh yeah. No, just like mean plants.
Yeah.
Are mean plants
Yeah.
really a thing?
When plants are bad guys.
Then I don't like it.
That's fair.
Because that happens because, you know, we fantasy books. Yeah. But the narration was really good on that.
Yes, because they have different narrators for different characters.
And one of the narrators narrates Strange the Dreamer.
Yes.
His voice is very lovely. I love his voice.
I do agree.
Yes.
All right, you got any more?
Okay, I do. Okay. Can we talk about Brandon
Yeah, I was about to
Sanderson
say,
for a
how have you
minute?
not brought up Brandon Sanderson yet?
The Way of Kings. I'm wearing Doomslug. The Way of Kings. How can you not? I don't know how to talk about it. You guys, I'm so in love with that book. It was one of those where I read it and it's like I couldn't even figure out that this just happened to me. I was so invested. I wanted to know the characters. I wanted to read everything about them. I immediately went into the second book because the two were out. I think even maybe a novella too. And I just started reading and I wanted to know everything that was going on. I am so into Bridge 9. I am so into like it is beautiful. Brandon is just an amazing writer. You're going to hear a lot about Brandon. I have, yeah. And so then I started reading on, and then I fell in love with Doomslug, so that's how I got this shirt.
I do love that series. It's the only one that I've actually read through.
Oh,
I'm still
really?
not even finished yet, yeah.
Okay.
So I've read Mistborn.
Mistborn is very good.
And I have not continued anything else.
Oh my gosh,
I know.
we have to get you reading. It's so good. And I even got the leather-bound Way of Kings for Christmas this year, and I just like shrieked. I was so excited. So yeah, the Way of Kings, but really Brandon Sanderson in general.
Brandon Sanderson stan.
I
know. All right, I think I have a couple more. So we did talk about Cinder a little, the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer.
So
again,
good.
sci-fi. Good sci-fi.
Which was your favorite?
Which of the books?
Yeah.
Well, that's hard. I feel like Cinder, like, the first book, but my favorite character comes into book 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yes.
it's hard. But then, like, Cress is also great. So book 3, I don't know, they're all great. It's just a great ensemble of characters.
Yeah. I liked Winter the best, shockingly.
Okay.
Even though that was such a strange book for me, I don't know, I really connected with
Probably
her.
just because all the characters.
Yeah, and
at
we
that
had
point, they're all together.
It was really good, yeah.
Good one. All right.
Do I have any more written down? I put the Romance Book Club is the last one I have.
The disagreement.
I know.
And you're not a romance reader.
I'm not a romance reader. I generally get very annoyed, frustrated, I get bored. I don't want to read romance, but Romance Book Club makes me very happy. I just bought a shirt. You'll see it at some point. And I am reading the current Christmas one because I'm a little bit behind. And it is fantastic. I think all men should read romance books and then use that as a guide in life. And those are very good.
All right. Okay. So let's talk about like each episode, what we're planning.
Perfect.
So at the beginning, I think we're gonna like talk about our likes.
Yes.
Our current likes. Do you want to go into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So what's your current read?
Okay. Currently, I am reading Crescent City 2 by Sarah J. Maas. House of Sky and Breath. I will never remember this. It is Crescent City 2 to me. And I started reading it about 6 months ago, and I couldn't do it, which is strange for me. But the narrator is the same as, what's her first series? Throne of Glass. And it was messing me up because I kept hearing the voices funny, and I just couldn't keep all the characters straight. You know Sarah loves her characters. And I had to take a break. So, after a 6-month hiatus, I am back on track.
I'm very excited.
And I am reading through Crescent City 2, whatever the name is actually.
It's a bit of a marathon, that one. It's nowhere near, like, the first book is probably her greatest.
Yeah.
Her greatest book.
And I'm currently very into Rune, which I wasn't expecting. Yeah. But he has, like, piercings.
That's
Yeah. Well, okay, fair. Spoiler section, very briefly. Him in the beginning when he was, like, partying and he had his piercings, that just sounded really good. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I'm into it. So, all right. What are you reading?
I just finished The Stolen Heir.
Yes!
The new Cruel Prince book.
That is so exciting.
Yeah, so it's good.
Okay.
I miss Jude.
Is she okay? She's not in it at all?
No. She's mentioned, like, occasionally, but it's, like, set years later. It's about, her younger brother. Oak. Good call. It's about him and another girl.
Okay.
So, it's still really good, and I'm excited for the next book.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait. Next book.
Yes, it is a duology.
I thought it was a standalone.
No,
okay.
It is. Yep, so there's more, and I'm excited.
Very cool.
All right. What have you watched? I know what it is.
I watched The Bachelor, and I'm not even ashamed of it.
Don't be.
I love it. I've watched it forever. I am so into this season. Okay. So this season, we have a bachelor. Okay. His name is Zach.
That's my husband's name.
And they call him Zach the Snack.
I love it.
So fantastic. So I'm going to start calling him Zach.
I'm going to start calling him, oh, hi, kitty. I'm going to Zach the Snack.
Yeah, I think he will adore that. And he is actually like this super nice guy. And that's not to say that we don't get nice guys like Sean Lowe and stuff. But he is legitimately nice and, like, doesn't want any of the drama. Like, to the point that a girl came up to him and was like, you know, Zach, there has been someone in the house who hasn't been very nice to me. And he was like, okay. And she's like, do you want to know her name? And he's like, no, can't you just, like, figure it out, the two of you? No bachelor has ever said that.
That's amazing.
It was really good. So we're just getting to know the girls and going on dates, and I'm very happy. Yeah. What are you watching?
Well, Zach the Snack. Zach the Snack and I, we've been watching The Last of Us.
Okay.
It is a new HBO show.
Okay.
It's set based on a video game.
Ooh.
Which Zach played, so I've kind of seen him play it occasionally. It is about, you won't like it because it's like fungus.
Ooh, no, fungus.
Basically, fungus has like invaded people, and sorry, kitty.
Okay. This is Winston. He was named after a cat I met in London at one of our house stays who stayed with us and was adorable. So this is Winston, everyone. Apparently he will join us.
So yeah, it's about fungus. It's zombie-ish. They invade people, and it's set like 20 years in the future. And yeah, it's got Pedro Pascal in it. He's
I don't
Mandalorian.
know. Okay, yeah, no, that's not my realm.
He's a bit of a snack himself. So it's about him and a little girl that he's like trying to take across the country, you know, wasteland, zombies, all that good stuff.
You can push him off your lap if you need to. Winston, we love you, buddy.
All right, adventured. What have you adventured lately?
Adventured lately. For Zach the Snack's birthday,
That's right.
we went to play bocce ball.
We did. It was fun.
It was really fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you just go and like
roll balls and other balls.
balls and other balls. That is literally what you do for like hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No skill required.
No.
I was not great, but it's all good.
I wasn't either. We were on the same team. We lost. Not
Barely.
Time.
Yeah.
But Zach needed to win. It was his birthday. So we let him win.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah. All right, crushed.
Crushed.
What have you crushed on recently?
Okay. It's not like a super, it's like not like a crush. It's not like a typical crush.
No, it doesn't have to be a romantic crush.
But I'm going to say an author crush I have because I'm wearing Doomslug is Brandon Sanderson.
Okay.
He has a podcast, Intentionally Blank, with Dan Wells. And I have found it. I'm listening all the way through it. I love hearing them talk. He gives updates. They give bad story ideas and food heists. And Brandon is just awesome. And it's Brandon Sanderson. Yeah. How about you?
That's a tough one. I think we'll just go with Pedro Pascal. The snack.
The snack. I mean, who wouldn't want to? Yeah.
I did skip one. Listen, what have you listened to lately?
Okay, yeah. So I found a new band.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not new at all. They're new to me. And I think they're called Marianas Trench.
Okay.
I think they're based out of Seattle, but I'm not 100% sure. Sorry if that's wrong. And I was sent one of their songs, and just his voice is just like smooth. Like it's just like butter. And like I just want to listen to him all the time. And he just has these great harmonies and that like upbeat music. So it's been like I've been getting a lot of stuff done because I've been putting it on and bouncing about. So Mariana's
Is that like is it a guy or is it like a bunch of singers?
It's a band.
Okay.
I think there's 4 of them if I am remembering correctly.
Stuff.
So yeah, so 4 boys singing about, you know, love and stuff.
Love and stuff.
Yeah. How about you?
For me, Disney nerd that I am,
Yes.
I've been listening to Happily Ever After.
Okay.
It's the soundtrack to like the fireworks show that they had a few years ago.
Okay.
Which they got rid of, and then the fans like went mad.
Oh my gosh.
Like crazy mad about it, so they're bringing it back.
Wait, they got rid of the song or the fireworks?
The show.
Okay.
So like they still do fireworks, it's just to different music and it's not as good. And yeah, so they're bringing it back in April.
Oh my.
But it's a good song.
Okay.
It's a really good song.
Which part?
Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
Yep.
Neat.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So once we go through our likes, we're gonna either do a book review or maybe just do a list of like a certain topic of favorite books or maybe books we hate. Some sort of theme.
Yes.
And
we'll
then
switch back and forth.
Yep.
And yeah.
If we have spoilers, we'll let you know.
Yes.
We won't spoil you.
No, and we will like talk about things first, very spoilery, and then we will put it up there.
Yep.
And then at the end, we want to give some predictions about an upcoming book we're going to read.
Yep.
And this is based off of cover, little description blurb, and that's it. So they're very random predictions, but like why not see if we're right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you want to do that for next?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, it won't necessarily be a next book, just an upcoming book because we read a lot of books.
We do read. We read so much.
So Polaris.
Polaris Rising.
Yes, by
Jessie
Mahalik.
Good call. Okay. And this was suggested by you.
By me. It came up on a list just on a random website. Space.
I don't
which
read
is my thing.
A ton of sci-fi, although I'm aware. But I have Doomslug. But I do like sci-fi, and this one just looks so good.
I'll admit I've started it.
Yeah, me too. But this is predictions before knowing what's going on.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's
I don't know if I have predictions necessarily, more like what I want out of this book.
Okay, what do you want?
So like, I want some space battles.
Well, yeah. I mean, epic. Yeah.
I mean, the main character, she's got to be pretty badass.
Okay.
I'm very excited for her.
And you want
so, like,
her to be
probably
involved
some
in the
like,
space battles.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then like probably some like threatening the love interest with guns.
Okay.
And just cool spaceships.
Yeah.
Right? Like space. It's so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And like going to different planets, and
Nice.
that's my hopefuls. I guess that's my predictions.
Okay.
What I want there to be in the book.
Okay.
What about you?
I want there, because, like, probably the main guy's going to be pretty yummy. He's going to be a snack.
Yeah, he's a snack.
Yeah. So, if he's going to be a snack, I want there to be a shirtless fighting scene.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. It doesn't
With
have to
her or
be... No,
anybody?
just with anyone. But I just, like, am picturing him, and he, like, takes off his shirt, and he's all sweaty, and I don't know what they fight with there. I don't know, with hand-to-hand, or if they're going to have, like, sword. I mean, I have no idea. Yeah. But they're going to fight, and he's going to be shirtless, and I'm going to be really excited about it. So that's my
our
first
priorities.
one. Of course. And then, I don't know why, but I think there could be some sort of, like, animal, like, best friend. And I have no idea why.
Oh,
I just thought that
interesting.
maybe...
Like an alien.
Yeah.
Like an alien slug.
Okay. This is all coming back to Doom Slug, apparently, and I didn't mean for it to. But we've been seeing a lot of that.
It's true.
And so I thought maybe that's something they're going to try to do here. I don't know.
I like it.
Very random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then with each book review, we're going to give out some awards.
Yes.
So we're looking forward to sharing those with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what we're planning. We're excited. We've got lots of ideas.
Mm-hmm. So come back and listen and join us. And as we give the awards, we want to know who you awarded these to.
Let us know if you've read any of the books we've read.
Exactly.
Suggest books. We're always looking to add to our hundreds long list of books to read.
I mean, yeah, we'll get to them. I promise.
All right. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.